match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Sanders' first carry of the game. And some room to work. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looks to throw on 1st down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Before getting this inside the 30. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Mon. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Sanders. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw here. He delivers another to Goddard. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Second down and 8. Mon now off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here. Mon. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mon. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Mon. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Mon going to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Vikings.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Not much there. Only a yard. Still 9 remaining on second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Mon looks to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 2. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Runs over it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off the play fake, Mond. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts. Go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Back to throw now on first down. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
That's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mond out of the shotgun. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Phillip Lindsey. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Another run with Sanders. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining. And they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 24 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he's brought down. Fifth catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see.
Obviously, this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 44, Mon gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. 2nd and 10. Now Mond. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes up and picks up the first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.